There's not a lot of public pools in Vermont. The summers are short. People don't have pools on their own property. They have pools. They're right out here.
When Dave Hydash, an administrator at Yale New Haven Hospital in Connecticut, stumbled on an out-of-print book about Vermont swimming holes, it was like discovering a long-lost treasure map.
It was just pure excitement. It's kind of like finding something that you didn't know that you were looking for your whole life.
Hydash's baptism into the world of swimming holes circled current in Bristol, Vermont.
It really does have deep pools for true swimming, jacuzzi-type baths, water slides, small waterfalls, large waterfalls. The water was so inviting that once I went in, I knew that this is what I wanted to do.
So, on weekends, Hydash trades in his PhD for his new passion, exploring the swimming hole underground. The result? Take the Plunge, an explorer's guide to swimming holes of Vermont.
Well, I'd always been a swimmer. I was on the swim team in high school, but this was something different. This was special.
Indeed, swimming holes in Vermont have a certain mystique, tucked away in forested glens, unmarked and free to those in the know. Good swimming holes often come with the thunderous music of a waterfall and the high drama of rugged cliffs, little Edens for the adventurous. And if there's a cosmic vortex of Vermont swimming holes, it just might be found in the Mad River Valley.
You can't avoid them. They will run into you before you run into them. There are so many.
Everyone knows the best place to get any upcountry information is the local general store. At the Warren store in tiny Warren, Vermont, Jack Garvin says an article in USA Today about the country's best swimming holes brought a tsunami of swimsuits into his store.
It was almost like the artisanal beer explosion, the artisanal swimming hole explosion.
Garvin, who runs the Warren store, is more than happy to share info about the local spots, but there's one that Garvin holds in reserve.
But we don't tell them about this spot. This is for us.
Garvin's secret swimming hole, a lovely high-wall grotto behind some private property near the store.
It's just open to everybody. The property owners in the state, they're very, very good in general about allowing people to come in as long as they take out what they take in.
But everyone has their limits.
Hey guys, well, I see all this trash. This is my property, guys.
The Dorset Quarry, the nation's oldest marble quarry. Today, it's the most popular swimming hole in Vermont. A hot summer day, that can be close to 1,000 people leaping into its clear, cool green waters.
7 miles of sandy beach. 7 miles of pristine Atlantic waters. Old Orchard Beach, Maine lies about 100 miles north of Boston. The spot was first promoted as a tourist destination in 1631. By the early 1800s, Old Orchard Beach was well known to vacationers. Summer crowds really mushroomed when the train service between Boston and Portland opened in 1842. Huge hotels have come and gone, many lost to fire. But longtime fans of this place along the Saco Bay have never stopped coming.
Old Orchard Beach is widely regarded as the most popular beach in all of Maine, and that's saying something. Every summer, people flock here to enjoy the Atlantic Ocean, as well as the historic Old Orchard Beach Pier.
They love to come here. It's got a carnival kind of atmosphere.
Richie Redmond is the longtime co-owner of the pier.
So it reminds them of going to the country fair back at their homes. We've kind of have a lot of things for everybody. We have shops, cotton candy, we have hot dogs. We're serving the best hot dogs on the beach.
Built in 1898, the original pier was 3 times longer than it is today. In the 40s and 50s, the enormous casino ballroom attracted acts like Duke Ellington and Benny Goodman. But the casino was torn down in 1970. For several decades, the pier and in fact all of Old Orchard Beach had the reputation of being a seedy destination. But Redmond says that image has changed.
Old Orchard Beach itself has become a family-orientated kind of beach community that's still affordable. There's a lot more strollers with babies in them than there was the party crowd that was 20 years ago.
There's been a transformation of Old Orchard since 2005, and it's continually evolving.
Pat Brown is a big-time supporter of all things Old Orchard Beach. She's a relative newcomer here, having discovered the place while on vacation with her husband.
I love the liveliness, and then the thing I really enjoy is how small town it is. You walk around town, you know everybody knows you, you're always greeted. It's wonderful.
Brown admits she fell in love with Old Orchard Beach because it brought back memories of Revere, Massachusetts.
I just got the chills because there's very many things about Old Orchard Beach that reminds me of my childhood and the things I loved about Revere Beach.
The Old Orchard Beach Pier marked its 125th anniversary in 2023. And if you're in the Boston area, the Amtrak Downeaster makes a stop at Old Orchard Beach all summer long. Back to Vermont and the Warren store. Since we visited, longtime storekeeper Jack Garvin has started a very well-deserved retirement. And if you're looking to check out the Dorset Quarry, it is still open for the season. Coming up, an icy treat with a twist.